So the hype is real, and according to the latest leaks, Xbox Game Showcase is going to be a really good show. By the way, this is a spoiler-free video, so let's look into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So first off, a disclaimer. So this is a spoiler-free video. I won't be revealing any more leaks. So yeah, I don't want to spoil the show for anyone. And today I just want to talk about what I've heard from other people without any particular details, right? So first off, we know that there's going to be a ton of stuff already. We know that Starfield is going to be there, which is obviously one of the most anticipated games this year, and I'm sure it's going to be one of the biggest reveals obviously as well. Just the fact alone that they are dedicated like 20 or 30 minutes for that game alone just basically says it all. But we know also that Forza Motorsport is going to be there. We will see more gameplay, and we know that Persona 3 and 5 is going to be there, and these are going to be day one games. So that's kind of semi-official because, Atlas kind of leaked out themselves. They posted some stuff about that particular announcement a couple of days ago on their Instagram, and internet don't forget, right? Once you post something on the internet, it stays there forever. And you can try to delete stuff, that won't work, right? That's just reality of internet, I guess, right? And so sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not really, but it is what it is. So just based off of these announcements, this is some cool stuff and kind of nice variety, because you've got Racer, you've got space game, RPG, and then Japanese RPGs, and obviously there's going to be a ton of Xbox game stuff. And but that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is really that I've seen a lot of chatter around this show, right? About that show, really. And the thing about these shows, especially right now after the COVID, when people actually do attend these shows, they obviously meet other people, creators, journalists, and they talk about stuff they've seen, they've heard that and stuff, and a lot of stuff actually get leaked, right? So maybe that's not necessarily the best news for publishers and that kind of stuff, but I kind of like these type of leaks because a lot of times I hear, I don't want to hear anything, I just want to be surprised, but I get it. But the thing about me is that I like to be surprised by how they're going to show stuff, not necessarily what they're going to show, right? And like I said, I won't be talking about any of the latest leaks, so don't worry, you don't have to click away. But the stuff I've heard that is going to be there, this is something that a lot of people kind of expected, and I've seen. So the stuff that has leaked just recently, a lot of it is kind of a confirmation. Well, confirmation, because that's still a leak, not official information. But so a lot of stuff, a lot of this stuff is something that we have seen in many people's prediction videos, even my own videos, right? This is not something that will kind of surprise you, right? I guess, but still, I think it's, for me personally, don't get me wrong, I love surprises, and I actually do hope that we will actually do get some surprises, right? And I'm not necessarily talking about small indie titles, I'm surprised because nobody actually heard about one or any particular game. A big surprise was actually kind of Hi-Fi Rush, I guess, because, and that's actually an interesting thing, because that game was officially announced during Xbox Direct in January, but that game leaked a couple of days before that show, and we knew that there's going to be something there from Tango Gameworks. But the thing is, people were speculating what that could potentially be. There were some leaks talking about this game being more like a Jet Set Radio kind of title, right? and it's obviously a bit different, right? And so that's the thing about leaks. Stuff may leak, but they don't always get all stuff right. So the leak may be right about, oh, this game, a particular game, a game is going to be shown from this or that developer. It may be this or that, but they don't always get all stuff right? And that was the case with Hi-Fi Rush, because that was supposed to be something different. We heard that there's going to be something shown, new IP, and that happened, but the nature of the game is a bit different. So everyone was surprised. Another surprise was the fact that it shadow dropped, right? So, I don't mind leaks. Like I said, I understand that some people may not want to know anything about it, and I appreciate that. Like I said, I honor that. I won't be, like I said, I won't spoil any more stuff for you. I guess, right? Especially like, literally it's like 4 hours to the show, like maybe 5. At the time when I'm actually recording this video, so it makes sense. But like I said, so the stuff that we heard from rumors, leaks, and the latest leaks, it really does look like this show is going to be really good. And it's kind of cool that Microsoft has already confirmed that. I guess that was not confirmed by Microsoft. It was more like a, Windows Central thing, where Jez Corden did say that they won't be sticking to next 12 months anymore. So that's good, because here's the thing. Microsoft really needs to deliver. Microsoft needs to deliver in a sense that, they need to start delivering games. Yes, they delivered Redfall, but that game was really good. So obviously Forza must be good, and I'm sure it will be good. Starfield needs to be good, very good as well. And, what about other games like, Hellblade? Is it going to be there? Is that game going to launch this year, next year? What about Avowed? What about Fable? These type of games. We need to know when stuff is coming, because we know about a lot of titles, right? But we don't know when they are coming. And at least we need to have a sort of a, I guess, like, obviously, I don't expect Xbox to come up with like exact date for every single game, but we need release dates for like the next 12-month games, I guess, and a kind of like a roadmap for games that are coming next, and just to get people excited. And and I think it's more about how they're going to show, how are they going to present these games to the public, rather than what they're going to show. Because I did spoke about it a couple of days ago that, looking at PlayStation Showcase, for example, that happened a couple of weeks ago, looking at the list and what games was there from what developers, like without watching the show and without knowing about anything about this show, I would look at the list and I would say, oh, that's going to be a really good show, right? But I think it's more important now how they're going to show stuff, right? Because no CGIs. Good, thanks God, that Xbox did confirm that they're not going to be showing any CGI only videos. There may be trailers with CGI, but CGI and gameplay, for example, that kind of stuff, right? So that's fine, or gameplay. So that's good, because for me, maybe I'm getting old, but like CGIs don't do much for me anymore, because I guess we reached a level of graphics fidelity that like graphics alone don't really do much for me. A game may look beautiful, but if it's boring and it's like there's nothing to do there, well, that's not really going to get me excited. And watching CGI, it's kind of cool, but like yeah, that's fine, but what's the game? How does it play? How does it really look, right? Is it 30? Is it 60? You know, is it going to be offering any kind of cool mechanics, right? I mean, I'll give you a good example. The Outer Worlds, for example, right? A game from Obsidian and Entertainment. That game launched back in 2017 or 18 or something like that, or maybe 19, I don't know. I forgot. Either way, that game wasn't really a huge game, AAA, banger as people call some games. But it was really good. It was interesting. It had kind of not even. I mean, the game mechanics wasn't actually necessarily totally new, but the setting, humor, and the conversations. I mean, Obsidian is very good with these stuff. Made for a very good game. I mean, the humor was just basically pouring out of the game. Even the trailer for that game, like when it actually was first announced, it was so funny that was like, I really want to play that game now. I mean, right now, right? And even though it was just in-game, in-engine kind of CGI, it got me interested. So I think it's more important how they're going to present these games rather than what titles they're going to present, right? Because I don't really necessarily even care about whether a game is an exclusive or not. Like Redfall is a good example. There was a lot of hype surrounding this game, and hey, it was a flop. I mean, let's face it. Not only sales wise, but quality wise too. It's just okay game. I mean, you can play it, you can have some fun with it, but it's probably not going to be a game that will stay in your head for long. Like you just play it, beat it or not, and you probably move on to some other to play some other games. So yeah, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, Xbox really needs to deliver, and Phil Spencer did say that they will. But he's been saying that for a very long time now. And but I guess with these games like Starfield, Forza coming this year, there's probably going to be some other surprises and some releases. I think it's more important now that Microsoft has a nicely planned schedule for like all these releases. And obviously there's going to be some other content in between. So it's not only, like I said, it's not only about exclusives. It's also about other content in Game Pass, for example, right? So it's good to know that we're going to get Lies of P, which we know is coming, I think, is it coming in October? I think it is. I think they did announce it already. But, but what about like Flintlock? When is it coming, right? So we need these, so we need really like a nice, plan, a schedule for next 12 months with proper dates now, right? Plus something for the future, something to look forward to, right? So we'll see how that goes. But like I said, from the latest leaks and from what I've heard from these people that are there in LA, and like I said, they talk with each other and stuff, right? They do know more now. Looks like this is going to be a really good show. I'm not saying this is going to be the best show ever. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But judging by what I've heard so far, hey, at least it's going to be a very good show. A good show for sure, right? So yeah, but at the end of the day, we have to watch it first, and then we will judge based on what they will deliver or what they will not deliver. We'll see. So anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.